walk through on how to fill out IRS form 1040 on your own. It's relatively easy and it can save you a lot of time and a lot of headache. I'll walk you through this example and I'll show you how you can do it on your own. And most importantly, it can save you hundreds of dollars and you can do it on your own. Remember, if you have doubt or if you have a complex form requirements, it's always a good idea to consult your tax advisor. I am not a financial advisor, nor I am a certified professional, but I researched and this 1040 IRS form for 2022 sounds very straightforward, really easy, can be done by anyone. So I would like to share my research and findings with you. In return, all I ask you is to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and motivate me so I can share more and more information with you. I can do a lot more research and it is a great motivation. Write down in the comment section below if you would like me to cover any specific areas as to how I can help you do more research and make your financial life easier. Again, in return, all I ask you is just to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This particular example contains a very straightforward and extremely easy that can help you out, especially if you are single and if you don't have any dependent. If you are married and with dependent, you can learn a lot from this form and make relevant adjustments on your own, and you can change it the way you want it. If you have a job, if you have a W-2 job, let's say if you're working for McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts, or for any other company that can give you a W-2 form, pretty much they are giving you whatever you need to fulfill all your instructions for your 1040. I'll post these links into the description section below onto this video, and you can find all these PDFs that I'm going to present. I'm going to share with you 1040 and introductory material from IRS. I'll be sharing 1040 form. I'll share schedule 1 for 1040 or 1040. I'll share with you some of the great links and materials on the IRS website, instructions for 1040, especially what is the tax table for 2022. So watch the full video and let's get into it. Once again, if you are looking for 1040 or 1040, you can just search on IRS's website 1040 IRS form and you should be able to get this. If not, see the link in the description below. Once again, here is all the instructions that I'll share with you 1040, and it contains exactly what you need to do, how you can free file, table of contents, what is new. Basically, you can find out anything and everything that you're looking for within this set of instructions. Let's get into the form once again. On the IRS website, you can get and find out the introduction, due date of the return, filing status, standard deduction amount for 2022, new line 1A through 1Z, form 1040 and SR, so on and so forth. So once we get into this form, it is pretty straightforward. It's 2-page form and you can get it done within 30 minutes if you really know exactly how to do this. Now, once again, you really want to start with your filing status. In this particular example, we are going to look into single and non-dependent individual who is going to be our example to file this 1040 US individual tax return form for 2022. It is not going to be different if you're filing 2021, 2022, 2023, so on and so forth. Again, filing status, you're going to put, in this example, we're going to put single, but if you're married, filing jointly, or married filing separately, you can put that as well. And you can read for more instruction. Again, then you're going to fill out your first name, middle initial, and last name. In this example, we have Adam and their last name is Gio. You put your social security number, as you can see right on this PDF form, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for this example. You're going to put your home address, 123 Main Street, city and town name. If you are living in an apartment, put your apartment number as well, your town or city name, your state, and your zip. Again, if you want to contribute to your presidential election campaign, you want to put it here and they will charge you $3. for this particular fund. I haven't done myself, but you can consider doing that on your own if you really want. Then you go to digital assets. Now, at any time during 2022, if you receive as a reward or award or payment or property or services, or if you sold or you got as a gift or otherwise you dispose any digital asset or a financial interest in the digital asset, you want to declare that here. If you did, mark down yes. If you did not, mark down no. Now, if you have a question, what is digital asset? You think about the cryptocurrency, virtual currency. This is what it reads to me. So digital currency, virtual currency, cryptocurrency, so on and so forth. If you did receive, you want to really declare that in this section. Now, once again, a standard deduction. Someone can claim. You really want to make sure if you are a student, your parents or someone else is not claiming you as the dependent. So again, for this particular example, for Adam Dio, no one is claiming him for the dependent, so we are not going to touch this particular section. But you really want to make sure if you're a student, if your parents or anyone in your household is claiming you as a dependent, you want to put that here. Again, you as a dependent, your spouse as a dependent. In this example, we are looking for a single, no dependent particular individual. Again, if you have dependent, you put their names, their social security number, or relation to you in this section. Again, you want to also declare age and blindness for you. If you were born before January 2nd, 1958, or if you are blind, or if your spouse was born before January 2nd, 1958, and if they are blind, you want to declare that here. Again, your dependent information goes here, but in this example, it's a very simple use case for Adam Dio, so we are not going to touch the dependents right here. Now, you want to go to the income section. In the income section, again, your employer gave you the W-2, which is exactly what you want to have in front of you while you're filling out this particular form. Your total amount on W-2, you want to write in line 1. In this example, Adam Dio earned $45,000 in the W-2 income from their employer. So we are going to write 45,000 in section 1A. Again, household employee wages not reported on W-2. That is, in this example, it is going to be 0. So we are going to write 0. If you leave it blank or if you put 0, both have the same meaning. So you don't really need to worry about putting 0. But for the sake of simplicity, I am going to put 0 everywhere. If you received any tip or any other income, you write here in this example, again, it's 0. Medicaid waiver payment that is not reported on W-2, you write 0 once again. If you have in your particular example, you really want to make sure that you declare that. In 1E, taxable dependents care benefit, there is no dependent here. We are going to write down 0. 0 once again. Employer provided adoption benefits from this particular form 8839, again 0. So you don't really want to, if you don't have a complicated form, this is going to be very, very straightforward as this example. Now, if you have anything applicable here, I highly recommend you verify that, you put it exactly how it is on the paper, and you declare that in 1040 form. Remember, this is only for the entertainment or educational purposes, and I'm not a financial advisor. But I want to ask you, if you are watching still, hit that like button and help out the channel, and subscribe to the channel as well so you don't miss out on any future further information. Other earned income, if you have other earned income, you can really verify and put that everything on your tax return 1040. Now, non-taxable income, you don't really have it in this particular example for Adam, so we're not going to touch that either. Then you come to this 2B and tax exempt interest. We don't really have any tax exempt interest for Adam, so we are going to put 0. Qualified dividend, again, it is 0. IRS distribution, it is going to be 0. No pension or annuities, no social security benefits. The taxable interest is $100. This is usually given by your financial institutions. So as an example, if you have bank accounts as if Wells Fargo, Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase, TD Bank, so on and so forth. And if you have money in your savings account and if you earn more than $10, they will issue 1099 INT or 1099 dividend form if you received any dividend on your stocks, so on and so forth. In this example, Adam received $100 into the taxable interest, and they'll put it right here. Other ordinary dividends, 0. Taxable amount, there is nothing. There is no taxable amount either in this particular box 5B, and there is no taxable amount in 6B either. Now, once again, I wanted to really call out that you can also file Schedule 1 if you have any additional income, which is adjustment to your gross income that is reported on your W-2. Now, if you received any taxable refund, credit, offset, state or local income taxes, you want to put it here. If you have generated any business income or losses, you want to put it here as well. Other gains, right down here. If you have unemployment compensation throughout the year, you really want to declare and put it on line 7, and you'll be adding in your 1040. If you have any other net operating loss or gains, gambling, cancellation of debt, any foreign income, any jury duty pay, any prize or awards, so on and so forth, you really want to review the Schedule 1 for Form 1040, and then you'll be adding that in 1040 right here. In this particular example, Adam Dio does not really have any of that income. We are going to put it 0. Capital gain, attach Schedule D, and you want to check that box off. We don't really have anything. We are going to put it 0 in this particular example. In terms of Adam, the total income that we want to find out. So we have right here row number 9. You want to add 1Z, 2B, 3B. 4B, 5B, 6B, 7, and 8, which is your total income. In this example, we have $45,000 from the W-2 income. Another income that we have is the taxable interest. So we are going to add $45,000 plus $100 comes down to $45,100 in your row 9. Row 10 is adjustment to the income from Schedule 1. I showed you Schedule 1. We don't really have anything. We are going to put 0 here as well. Now, subtract line 10 from line number 9. So subtract 10, which is 0, and you want to subtract that from $45,100. $45,100 minus 0 is the same amount as $45,100. Now, this is once again very important question that they're going to ask. But before that, in line number 11, you now have your adjusted gross income or AGI. You might have heard this term multiple times if you're familiar with some of the tax wordings, right? Once again, number 12, standard deduction or itemized deduction. I wanted to quickly show you what is the standard deduction for this year. You can find that on IRS's website. Standard deduction amount increased for 2022. The standard deduction amount, it has been increased for all filers. Single or married filing jointly, it's going to be $12,950. So in this particular example, Adam is a single filer, no dependent, so we are going to put $12,950. You can also do the itemized deduction, but this is not really for many people, especially if you just have a W-2 job, if you don't own any business, if you don't really have a house. If you have a house and if you're paying mortgage interest, you can also deduct that and get that a part of the itemized deduction. Again, in this example, it is going to be 0. Now, qualified business income deduction, once again, it is 0. If you add row number 12 and line number 12 and line number 13, it is going to be $12,950. Now you want to subtract, as it mentions right here. It is pretty straightforward on 1040 form. Subtract line 14 from line 11. So from line 11, $14,100 minus $12,950, you are getting $32,150, which is going to be your taxable income. So at this point, you want to remember two things. Your adjusted gross income is $45,100. Your taxable income is $32,150. Now you're done with your 50% of your total tax form that you want to file. Now the important thing is you will have to find out tax credit. In this particular example, you really want to find out the tax table. You can find out the tax table on your instruction form 1040 and you search for the tax table. Now when you go to the tax table, you want to identify how much income that you are reporting on your row number 15 or line number 15, $32,150. So if we go here and if you start looking at $32,150 and you go, this is basically row or the column 3, which has the single status, filing status, and the income is $32,150, which is the taxable income. The tax that you due that is due for IRS is $3,656. So once again, you go back to your form, put that 3656 right here. So now you owe the tax of $3,656 for 2022 on your total earning. Amount from schedule 2 line 3. In this particular example, we don't really have anything for Adam, so we are going to put 0. Add line 16 and 17. So $3,656 plus 0, 3656. Child tax credit, no, there is no amount from schedule 3. Add line 19 and 20, so you are going to get 0, and subtract 21 from 18. So $3,656 minus 0, you are going to get $3,656 that you owe into the tax. Now you want to have other tax situations, self-employment tax, so on and so forth. There is nothing in this example, so you want to add line 22 and line 23 as it says right here, which is your total tax. So in this example for Adam Dio, our total tax is $3,656. Now, the important thing that you want to find out on your W-2 is how much tax has been withheld from your employer. So on your W-2, federal income tax, you should be able to see that on your W-2. In this example, Adam paid total $5,000, or their employer withheld $5,000 for the federal income tax for 2022. So you want to report it in line 25A. Any other income, 1099, let's say if you are driving Uber or if you work on a consulting project, so on and so forth, you may or may not have 1099. If you have, write it down here. If you don't write it here, any withheld or nothing along those lines. So all in all, we got back to other forms 0 and got back to 25D as $5,000 once you add 25A, 25B, and 25C. Again, on 26, estimated tax payment, nothing. Earned credit, EIC, nothing. Additional child tax credit, nothing. American Opportunity Credit is nothing on line 8 either. And you go to all the way to 32. Total other payments, Adam did not really pay anything in addition. So you go back to line 33, your total payment comes down to $5,000 as you add 25D, 26, 25D right here, 26, and line 32. So total payment made to IRS federal from Adam Dio in 2022 is $5,000. Now, if the line 33 is more than line 24, so line 33 is $5,000, line 24 is $3,656, you want to subtract line 24 from line 32. So $5,000 minus $3,656 comes down to $1,344 in your row 34 or line 34. Again, how do you want to get paid? So this much money that IRS will give you back as a refund because you overpaid in taxes for 2022 through your employer, which withheld from your paycheck. So you are eligible to get $1,344 in the refund from IRS. How you want to get it refunded? Let's say you want to have them send it to your checking account. You can get it via check. You can get it by the direct deposit in your checking account. I usually prefer the checking account, but to get that checking account, you really want to give them the information. So find out from your bank what is your routing number and you write down your routing number right here in line 35B. And you also type, basically, you want to get it into your checking account or savings account. Whether you have checking or savings account, based on that, just add that and mark that here as well using the checkbox. Write down your checking account number and again, the amount you want to apply for your 2023 estimated tax. Adam doesn't really want. If you want, write down that here. Estimated tax penalty, if you have any, Adam does not really have. We are going to put 0. So our 37, line 37 is going to be 0. Once again, if you have any third party, Adam does not really have any third party. So we are going to put no here. As you can see on this form, you want to sign this, put today's date, your occupation, and if you have filed the previous year taxes, you already have the PIN number from the IRS that you want to put on this particular field and sign this form. No one have prepared this form for you, so you can leave this blank. And this is the end of 1040 or 1040 US individual tax return for 2022. If you're watching this in 2023 or 4, this will be pretty similar with some of the adjustments. I hope you like this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.